In today's world, we often associate leadership with numbers, massive followers, influence, and success. There's this unspoken idea that the bigger your platform, the greater your leadership. And in Christian circles, sometimes we even fall into the trap of equating great leadership with great faith. But if the thought of massive followers means someone is a great leader, and being a great leader automatically makes them a great Christian, then I guess we should expect to see Hitler in heaven. That kind of logic falls apart pretty quickly, doesn't it? Because we know that simply having followers, no matter how many, doesn't make someone a good leader, let alone a true follower of Christ. If we measure greatness by influence alone, people like Hitler, Stalin, and countless other dictators would be considered great leaders by those standards. They commanded a massive crowds. They had influence. But does that make it righteous in the eyes of God? Absolutely not. Jesus said that whoever wants to become great among you, you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Jesus flipped leadership upside down. It's not about how many people follow you, but how you serve others. He was abandoned by almost everyone at his crucifixions. Does that make him any less of a leader? No, he is the ultimate leader. He holds the title of the King of Kings. It's because he led through sacrifice, service, and humility. Now, unfortunately, in modern Christianity, we have allowed the world's definition of success to infiltrate our thinking. We often assume that the more followers someone has, the bigger influence they have, the more valid their leadership or faith must be. We need to redefine our idea of leadership. Just because someone has a large following doesn't mean they're on the path of Christ. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. Like Jesus warned us in Matthew about the false prophets that will appear and deceive many. Popularity is not a sign of righteousness. So, what makes someone a great Christian leader? Again, it's not the number of followers they have or the size of their ministry, it's their heart, it's their willingness to serve, to love, and to live in accordance with the teachings of Christ. It's someone who, like Jesus, put others before themselves, who leads with humility, who strive for holiness and not popularity. I think that's one of the things that we have to keep remind ourselves, that when God called us to become a leader in the future, remind ourselves to not let any of those things to corrupt us and our callings. Learn to focus on how well we follow Christ, not on how many people follow us.